Welcome back to my Final Fantasy XIV drama series. Today's drama story is about threats and drugs. If you enjoy these kinds of videos, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. I met John IRL, who introduced himself at our workplace, which was more like a workshop for unemployed people. John told me he was playing Final Fantasy XIV, and he said he was playing alone in a different data center to the one I'm in, so I felt bad for him since he didn't have any friends from our country to play with. He said he was seeking people to play with who spoke the same language. I casually said he could join my data center and my server to play with me and my friend group, who were all from the same country and we were all very chill. Well, he bought the DC server change. He moved to my server and I introduced him to my friends and invited him to our Discord server. He started to chat with the group members and asking me to help him a lot in game. I spent most of my login hours with helping him out. He changed his character race to the race I happen to like, which are aura females. Asked me tips to make his character look good. I told him I was into girls and I only play female characters, so I can give him only my preferences about female characters, really. Yes, in brackets, I'm very lesbos, lol. And afterwards, he was excitedly showing the character to me he made. He seemed happy and all was good until one night he started to send weird messages to me in Discord. Cat girls are the best girls, yay! No love for hire, you guys, why? He wrote to me that I needed to pay him back for his DC change, also pay for his Fantasia, and being overall extremely weird and rude. Oh my goodness. What is up with people asking to get like reimbursed when it was their choice? He implied that I left him alone in the server, even though he knew I was having my own real life issues outside of the game, and I had helped him a lot in game. I had this feeling that maybe he was into me. I asked him if he was, and first he said no. After that weird night and ranting, he said sorry and that he was drunk. I said, don't drink if it's going to be like that, and that I didn't like this kind of behavior at all. He knew I had some bad IRL issues going on. He already knew before that weird night, and I regretted trusting him at that moment. After a while, he had another episode of ranting and rudeness, and he demanded me to pay again for his transfer and Fantasia. I told him I won't pay since fundamentally it was all his own decision to move and to use the Fantasia. He was acting like a man-child. A few days later, he again demanded me to pay, but now with a twist. He said that I need to pay or otherwise he is going to tell IRL about my drug usage issues to our workplace. I was speechless, since if he did, it meant I wouldn't get any payments probably for the next 6 months. So he knew how serious the situation was for my well-being in so many levels. I was a highly functioning junkie, but this threat put into action would take the highly functioning part out of the sentence very quickly. The next day, he said sorry again, and I just told him that I'm done with him and I do not want to speak to him again. John replied with, maybe you were right. Maybe I act this way because I do like you. He tried to explain himself, but the trust was so badly broken that I didn't want to do anything with him. He asked when he can contact me again, saying how I was his only friend and that he needs to cut down on alcohol and how he just feels so miserable, and implying how depressed he is. I again felt bad for him, which was a huge mistake, but then said that I don't know when he can contact me again. I was angry for a while, like I never wanted to see him again. All I know is at that moment I did not want to talk to him and I felt hurt. I was extremely scared that John was going to tell my workplace about my drug usage, so I wanted to keep him calm, because if I cut my friendship with John entirely, then he probably wouldn't have anything to lose, and he would probably go ahead and tell my workplace. And not only was I scared of that, but I was also empathetic and soft with his troubles too. But this story does not end here. Oh no. At the time, John had moved to a different server. but was still in the same data center. He started to send me messages in Discord again to try get my attention constantly. I ignored him completely. After a while, he actually stopped messaging me. It took maybe 5 months or so, and he started to message me again and get somehow annoyed that I was still pissed off about what he did. So he began to stalk me and started coming into my FC to talk to me. I also changed server under still the same data center, and he followed me there just to harass me with 2 of his new friends who I didn't know at all. He also visited the server just to PM me rude messages and how awful I am, and how he hopes karma will strike back at me in a bad way. I ignored it all again and again. After all that, and some months later, he stopped finally. He was the most rotten person I have ever met. And about karma, yes, karma did get me, but the good kind. I am very happy now in a new country with a beautiful girlfriend and fully clean of drugs. Oh, that story also had a happy ending. They're all good. Yeah, remember last time I did this on stream? There was a sad story. I was like, oh, just felt like the guy quit. But like, I'm glad that, you know, over some period of time, these people tend to go away and probably are bothering someone else now. Like, that's how it kind of works, right? If they're not bothering you anymore, they're probably bothering someone else. And things start to look up, which is good. I'm glad that they the drugs and stuff, they were free from that. But that is so scary to have like someone IRL like threaten you and saying like, if you don't hang out with me in the game, I am going to tell our workplace that you do drugs. That is like such a shitty feeling, you know? Why can't people understand that acting like that won't get you anything? They get desperate sometimes, right? These guys need to join a gym or learn martial arts, get disciplined. I just thought that was like intense because most drama stories I hear is like never really IRL things. So I was like, when IRL gets involved, you're just like, oh damn. I mean, of course, like it's nice to have friends, IRL friends who also play the game. But if the drama in the game like leaks into IRL stuff, that sucks. To just keep the drama in the game and that's it. Yeah, I'm glad they also moved country because that's kind of scary, right? Like having that person know where you work. Let me know in the comments below what you thought about this Final Fantasy XIV drama story. If you have any of your own drama stories that you'd like me to share and read out anonymously, feel free to reach out to my Discord, discord.gg/Pathra. And if you would like to support the content by tipping, feel free to join and become a YouTube member with some perks.